The Internet of Things. Imagine a world where everything is connected to the internet, from your refrigerator to the lights of your lamp, or from your thermostat to the lock of your door. Well, guess what? It already exists, and they are known as the Internet of Things. And it's not something brand new. The concept has existed for many years now. According to ZDNet, the Internet of Things is making fabric of the world around us more smarter and more responsive, merging the digital and physical universes. In other words, in a few years, we will be entering an era where about everything will be connected to the internet. So I've also had this a little bit about me is that I've had a special interest on technology and a certain passion for it, and coming upon the concept of IoT, I began to have some curiosity around that and began doing some research of what the significance of it is in the future, and this is what the presentation is about. So what I will be sharing with you today is what exactly the Internet of Things is and its main issue. However, first I want to start off with a little bit of history. So the history of will help us understand the significance of technology. The concept of having physical objects communicate with each other was began around the 20th century. However, it's been argued that the concept has existed for many years. For instance, in 1843, a few men that are referred to as the men of science conducted an experiment where they could predict the weather more accurately with the use of a balloon thermometer and a copper wire. So through those, they connected them, and those two were able to read each other, and through the use of, I guess, through electricity somehow. And those objects were able to communicate with each other and give readings of what the temperature was. At least that's what the concept was. However, so why did it take so long for the Internet of Things to be built? Well, according to ZDNet, technology was still new, and we built chips that were too big and bulky. That was a huge disadvantage because there was no way objects could communicate effectively that way. But no doubt that the IoT was developing fast once we got the hang of technology in the early 2000s. So two important things that still didn't exist were small chips that could communicate wirelessly and enough IP addresses that could be used in order to connect each individual objects to the internet. And it wasn't until 10 years later that the vision of IoT application, or that the vision of the Internet of Things came into reality. The very first IoT application was in adding an RFID tags to expensive pieces of equipment to help track their location. So, in the beginning, IoT devices gained popularity in businesses and manufacturing. However, it's also closely spreading to its usefulness into people's homes and business and offices. So the Internet of Things is essentially objects connecting with each other and communicating information, or in their case, communicating data. A researcher, Ollie, defines IoT as a huge amount of intelligence devices, a huge amount of intelligent devices and smart tools which are connected with each other through cloud networking. Their purpose is to boost the quality of human life through the use of smart devices that can analyze real-time data and perform specific tasks. So according to his journal articles, popular IoT-based smart applications include home, healthcare, industry, city, car, appliances, farming, manufacturing, power utilities, and etc. So, although this may seem exciting, the beginning of new technologies era where people don't have to worry about the little things, there are still some major concerns with the Internet of Things. So according to Samuel Greengard, a few security privacy issues are criminal and terrorists could commercially use commercially available drones to spy or launch attacks. Someone could hack a video camera or a device such as Google glass, which is this right here, or in a camera and view what a person or family is doing, which could not only put private lives on public display, it could offer a window into confidential records or data. Another concern is reliability. Greengard explains as automated systems become increasingly reliable and efficient, the more likely it is for human operators to mentally switch off and depend on automated systems. In other words, as we begin to depend on technology, automatic systems, we basically shut off our mind and intelligence. Go with the flow. We're going with the flow. The problem, according to Greengard, is that although the odds of an accident or mishap may diminish, the severity of a failure is often amplified. So that's really bad. So Greengard makes a good point. Although technology has greatly advanced with computing power increasing, mobility advancing, cloud computing maturing, and etc., the Internet of Things still faces challenges of trust, of reliability, and dependability. So we're approaching an era where technology will revolutionize society in a completely new way. The Internet of Things has a purpose to build the quality of our life better. However, we still have a long way to go until we can fully rely on these automated systems. The end.